on the start lineup grid. Let's get my information on screen. Hopefully the audio levels are a bit better. Turn myself up way loads there, and guys are off to a great start.
There's a car in the wall already.
Yeah, who was that?
I believe that's Hettis Davy.
Yeah, I think you're right. And
Yeah.
the two front runners, Toto and Light Cruiser, ghosted for each other. Oh, who is that? Light Cruiser gets a big tank slapper on him and drops down into third position. They are regular drivers. They've just changed their name for whatever reason, just to confuse the old man. TipsyBob going around the outside here. Are you watching this?
That's brave. Yeah, that's really brave.
He backs out, but behind him there's someone else going wide as well. Looks like Jesse Gaming pushed out wide there. So a lot of contact, and there's a car off.
There's the car around.
JJ.
Yeah.
Light Cruiser able to get that P2 position back after the
I think he has the run though.
Yeah, he sure does. And he's got the outside line, which will give him the inside line for the turn 2, which is crucial here. So
going for it.
Ooh. Is he going to get a switchback? Oh, he looks like he loses it. He does. He loses it on acceleration. Oh, nasty. We're off. And Van Beats, as you say, is in P1. It's just Vinny P2. It's just Vinny gets a cracker start. He's into P1.
Someone hit the wall there. Oh, I think that was Light Cruiser or Bonnet.
Oh, Van Beats he completely just got off the accelerator there and he struck into the last.
Yeah, he hard bottled that.
Yeah, and worth mentioning, El Sergio has made it into the session. He is an F2 Series driver and just missed the first race there, so he's a P12. We'll keep an eye on him.
Trying to get it by.
Yeah.
Not letting it go easy, so fair play to Vinny. He's one of those boys who fight to the bitter end.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he does not like getting past at all. And I think Light Cruiser needed to do that move because Toto is catching these guys, and Toto obviously has some of the strongest pace in this field right now. So, side by side, Vinny and Light Cruiser.
Vinny done it. It does it again. He did that last race as well.
Yeah, almost identical. Tipsy going for an outside move.
He's hanging it around the outside.
Yeah, Grassy Juice just give him a tap there, but nice move from Tipsy. Moves himself up to P3.
I lost the rear a little bit.
Yeah, but
touched him again.
Look at this run here. He's gonna have DRS. Grassy Juice does not have DRS, so TipsyBob has stretched out a 1 second gap already. Oh, what's happening here? Tipsy and is this Jesse are now fighting? Tipsy and El Surge, I think.
Tipsy and El Surge.
They're going side by side into the fast right under.
Nice move.
Yeah, DRS open now, and we see already he's picking up speed. Tipsy not even thinking about guarding the inside line.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to give up this position so easily. Ooh. So up front, we've got Light Cruiser making it his way for the final corner. He's got a 4 second gap back to Toto, and what a great race from him.
Yes, we are back. Normality has been restored for Formula 2. Popo and TipsyBob here, making our return from last time out. Popo was AFK. I don't know where he went. He left me, and I was on track. And we were left in the capable hands of Mr. Chief and Dead Pixel. So I would have hoped that we had been underway by now, but I don't know. There must be some sort of delay. Some people getting impatient in the chat in the lobby, but don't worry, we will be up and running shortly. I think we've got about 13 drivers full time. I should be joined by Popo. Are you there, Popo?
I'm here.
There he is.
So you didn't know where I was last week?
No, I told
Wimpy and Chief that it was because I was at Spa actually.
Oh. See, Wimpy and Chief don't tell me anything. You know.
Okay.
Can I just point out that's not true? They tell me everything except they didn't tell me that. Yeah. So you were at the race then? Was that your first ever Formula 1 race?
It was, yes, and it was really good.
But I've never been to one. But I'm always querying. I would maybe think it's actually better watching it on TV because you get better angles and you get more info. But at the same time, there must be an I don't know if you can hear that noise in the background. That's my dog Eddie snorting. And anyway, what was I saying there? Oh, I've lost track. Yeah, I was going to say it must be quite an experience being on track and watching those cars just zipping past.
Yep, it was. I mean, it was down in turn 1, so we saw them on the hard braking and then accelerating fast out. It was really great. But also a thing about it was that
Sorry, no,
we
I'm
saw
just
some things that.
my game crashed. My game
Oh no.
crashed. Ah, for goodness sake! Why does
Yeah.
this game do this?
Oh, a lot of people are crashing now. Oh no.
Disconnected. What I disconnected from Steam. Oh my goodness! So hang on a minute. I'll stick this
Okay,
wee.
just half of the drivers just disconnected as well. I just disconnected now.
What a game! What a game! I mean,
Yeah, the
I
thing
don't.
about real life is that this does not happen.
Yeah, you don't get disconnected. Oh, for goodness sake! Now, what's the problem now? Steam was unable to sync your files.
Yes, the Steam is gone. Crap rave.
So it looks like. What is it with these? This is it this game or is it Steam or oh, there's my dog Mario. I
I
mean,
think it is Steam servers that are down.
so we may not have a race after all.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna. What I'll do is I'm gonna close my Steam and try and come back. I mean, of all the times they could have done it, as soon as we go live, just as soon as they're about to go into rate qualifying, boom, it happens.
Boom.
And it happened. I don't know if you've seen yesterday, Popo, whenever we were trying to do the tier 2 race, but we had
I heard about it.
Yeah, we had to restart it 3 times. So let me see. Are we online? Is Steam on? Okay, so I think Steam is back up.
Could not connect to the Steam network. Oof.
Well, it says I'm joining, so excuse me. There should be some footage on screen shortly. Hopefully, please.
But yeah, I think they're making a new lobby because everyone disconnected from it. My gosh,
I mean, yeah. So yesterday, Popo, this was like 3 times we had to retry. Game starting up. We had to retry the stream because it just kept crashing. It kept bugging out on us, and I was like, I was having another one of my rants again, like I did in EGL about with Codemasters. But so is there there is a lobby? No, there's not a lobby. No longer exists. What's going on? Nope. So I don't know what's going on. If
I can't even start Steam now.
Yeah, I'm in Steam and I'm trying to join on a game, but it's saying it doesn't exist. So
yeah,
it's not looking good, folks. I don't know if we're gonna get a Formula 2 race after all.
But I can't even open Steam. It's just
well, did you close? I've completely exited out of it and then restarted.
Yeah, I have as well, but now I cannot start it for some reason. Oh my god, Steam.
Ay.
Codemasters and Steam teamed up and might have to restart my PC.
Yeah, so I'm just asking the boys on Discord if they can restart a lobby because it's not letting me join. So there's a new lobby up according to Mr. OceanChief himself. So let me see if I can join.
Can you just give me 2 minutes to restart my PC?
Yeah, you go ahead, Popo. You sort yourself out there. Join when you're ready.
I will, yes.
Joining session. There we are. So I can't mute that. Yeah, so I'm back in the lobby and I think I can show the lobby. Here we are. So I'm not really sure what's happened there, people. Whether that was a Codemasters issue or just Steam, because Steam just seemed to be crashed for many people. But regardless to say, we are back up and running again. Just waiting on the lobby filling up. I think it's about between 11 and 13 people we're waiting on, drivers. And we should be underway. So hopefully we're not going to have a return for what happened yesterday. When we had as I said earlier, 3 times trying to get the session up and running. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But so while we're waiting on this here, I can put the standings on the screen. There we are. Light Cruiser currently riding high. Welcome back, Popo. Yeah, Light Cruiser riding high at the top of the standings with 151 points. And then Adam and Toto. Bearing in mind, Toto's only raced 2 races. Toto's only had 2 full-on feature and sprint races, and he's up to 3rd already, joint on points with Adam, both on 70. And then Smeltino just behind him. How Smeltino has changed his name, I believe. It's if I just go back into the lobby. Yeah, that's Bombage. I don't know how that's pronounced. But that, I believe, is Mr. Smeltino. Oh, what's this? What's going on in the chat? Yeah, I haven't actually checked in. Oh, we've got Elementrix. Elementrix is in the chat, and I noticed she's got the little spanner symbol beside her name, so she is taking over moderator for the chat today. It was Kitsune yesterday, and now it's Elementrix's turn today. And she's asking, "What's happening, Tipsy?" Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. She says, "Well, Elementrix, let me fill you in. What usually happens with Codemasters is a game crashes, and so that's exactly what happened. We were just about to kick off the qualifying and everything died. Like I said, don't know if that was a Codemasters.
No, wait for me. They're readying up. Oh no.
Yeah, you've got 10 seconds. 9.
Come on.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He didn't make it! Popo didn't make it. Well, he is going to make it, but he's going to be in a car, and you're going to have to retire. Yeah, Elementrix. So basically, the whole thing died on us. So we don't know whether it was Codemasters or Steam. It seemed to be more. I'm kind of leaning towards a Steam issue because I even got disconnected from Steam as well. So that's why we are a little bit delayed. What 15 minutes delayed? But the admins, of course, working away in the background, getting everything up and running. The lobby's back up. Popo is here. He's in the game. The lovely voice of Popo. And who else have we got? Oh, we've got Kitsune. We've got we've got girl power in the chat today. Kitsune says, oui, chef. Or oui, chief. C'est magnifique. Popo, would you like my French there? Tu aimes mon français? Hein? Je peux parler français avec toi, monsieur. Yeah.
Oui, je parle français. Oui.
Kitty just says, I kicked the dog in the face. No, don't do that.
Oh,
we are underway. We are underway, and we are running on board with. Well, at the moment we're with Light Cruiser, who seems to just drop way on down. Chief is currently P1. We're like a split second. That's like the only time Chief's ever going to be P1. But Toto is now in the P1 position. This is the order we would be expecting to see Toto, Light Cruiser, and Smeltino. We would expect to see those guys up there.
So the guy in P2 right now is Smeltino.
That's correct. No, it's Light Cruiser. Okay. No, it's Smeltino.
Yeah.
Chief's doing really well. He's up to P4 in the qualifying. What's that, Sector 2? And while we're just waiting for this to finish up in this qualifying session, Popo was just saying something off before we started the stream. It's quite a good comment. You were making a reference to Austria, Popo, in terms of, how the track can kind of help a lot of maybe not as fast drivers. It helps them. Oh, cut that short. Yeah, Toto has retired.
He invalidated his time. He went a bit too wide.
So that is a game setting match at, well, no, set point, I think they say in tennis, for Light Cruiser, who is now on pole, and his main competitor, Toto, is last at the back. But I don't expect Toto to stay there, because I mean, he has had 2 proper full-on races in Formula 2, and he's really shown that he has got the pace. So I will expect to see him cutting through the field, Popo.
Yep, I will. And look at MP Motorsport really dominating here in quali, but that can change very quickly in the race.
Yeah, MP Motorsport are actually dominating on the constructors as well. I don't have that screen, unfortunately. It was a bit of push for time whenever I got home from work, but you can take it from me, they are pretty far ahead. And Pretorius, yeah.
Oh yeah, a good qualifying from Russian time there. P45.
Oh yes. Look at this, Elementrix and Mrs. Chief. Look at this. Your boys are putting on a fantastic showing here. P4 and P5. Elementrix gives her man a big whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. I don't know if my voice can go that high. Yours probably could, Popo. You're still growing up. Yes, the race is going to start very soon, but I believe it's Toto's birthday next week.
Ooh.
Yes, but we'll leave that till next week.
Then we will sing birthdays songs in Dutch for him.
Oh, yes. You can. But we've got the lights on, five lights, and the lights are off, and away we go. And everyone seems to get a good start. Chief's got a better start than Wimpy. He gets the jump on his teammate. Oh, who's that? We got the, I can't remember what that is. Shuff. I can't even pronounce that. Flip's sake, losing my train of thought there. There's P6 guy, and Vinny is up to P5. Chief is up to a P2.
Yes.
Go on, Chief. Oh, we got a car way off track. Who was that?
That's Jesse. He missed his braking point.
Yeah, Jesse must have just, as you say, missed the braking point and just ran too far, too deep. But on up ahead here. Look at this. Look at Chief. Go on, Chief. I have to say, I'm non-biased. I support all drivers, but I mean, to see Chief up there is quite... It's bringing a tear to my eye, I have to say.
Yeah, Chief is the one and only.
Smeltino is right on the back of Vinny here, so there's a bit of a gap stretching up in front of Vinny for P3. Can you see anything happening further back, Popo?
I'm looking.
Yeah, NJJ actually. NJJ's got a good run on these guys. He's got a good view of what's happening here, and he's going to try and take him on this corner. Oh, that's going to be really tight. And he pushes. Yeah, he pushes the. Oh my goodness! I can't pronounce that name. Shoftik. Meanwhile, he ends up being last after that incident. Oh, we got a car off.
Nico spun. Toto spun.
Nickelodeus and Toto. Oh, it's going from bad to worse for our potential challenger for Light Cruiser. Yes, Popo, go ahead.
Yeah, both of them were had a very good start, up 4 positions, and then I think Nico Lotus he just hit who was it? I think it was NJJ on the rear, and then he spun, and looks like Toto got a hit from behind, but I'm not sure.
Pretorius is trying to fighting Chief here with the P2. And Chief is hanging on in there. Chief is will hang it on all the way down. No, Chief plays it safe and he backs out of it. I mean, he could have held it on around there, but he's playing the long game. As Chief is always often saying, you don't win it on the first 2 laps. So that was for two reasonably hectic laps over there. The things are starting to settle down a little bit, although it's not settling down for Vinny because he's now eyeing up the Chief man. The Ocean man. Oh, Chief gets a little bit sideways there, almost sideways. Vinny's trying to get into the slipstream here. He's defending the inside line. Vinny's going to try the long way around. It is possible, but Chief kind of just lifts off that one. But Chief does have the...
Oh, there's contact. Wimpy and who was it? Someone else? Wimpy and...
Wimpy is...
Crazy Joss.
Yeah, contact. Wimpy is out. I think Wimpy's car is dead. No, he's not. His car looked pretty wrecked to me there.
Yeah, big damage to his front wing. And I think it was Jesse he was involved with. No, it wasn't Crazy Josh. Not sure, but...
So...
Oh, and then JJ goes wide in the gravel.
I just missed that, unfortunately. Just running down the telemetries here to see where the action is. Oh, and it's Smeltino. Smeltino's getting past Chief, so that second place, our great start from Chief, is now starting to slip back, and the paced drivers are getting up to speed.
But I think Chief is gonna come back at...
Yeah, Chief is certainly is going to come back at Smeltino, yeah. Oh, look at this. Go on, Chief. Stick it in there. He's going to...
Downside. Oh.
Yes, Smeltino will have the better run because he didn't have to lock up there.
Chief can go in the slipstream, of course. And he's got the DRS.
Yeah, but the Chief is going for this one. Chief's going for this one. He's going to go down the inside. Yes, Smeltino just backs out of it. He's going to get a cut back in. He's going to get a cut back. Smeltino gets him. This move is not over yet. Well, actually it is. Oh, a bit of a lock up there from Smeltino. 4 laps in. Pretty good action here. Chief's doing really well for himself. He must have got the bit of the, as we would say, the G up after the last time out whenever I took his place. I think that was more luck more than anything from me getting up to P4. But kind of showed what the car can do, and Chiefs must have been grinding because he's certainly showing the pace. Molo was questioning, Chief making an overtake? Yes, Molo. We are in awe at this as well.
But Chief is still close to Smeltino now.
Yes.
Yes, Smeltino's gonna defend the inside.
Chief is smart though. He hangs. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Popo.
Oh yeah. I think Chief didn't look like he got the optimal exit, but he's not gonna give up.
Yeah, well, the place you would really want to take, I reckon, is here. This next corner, because you want to get this DRS and get him down to the inside. But that's not how you do it, Chief.
Nope.
I do give Chief quite a hard time on the streams. And Toto, 38 seconds behind the guys in front. I did tell him that I did promise him.
Oh no, Chief is in the gravel.
No, Chief!
Oh no. Those 3 positions there.
Why is it I watched Chief for like 5 laps, and as soon as I take a go away from him, he does something worth showing.
Oh, and JJ went on the curb, lost control, got overtaken by Shufti.
I don't even know how to start. How would you say that? I don't know. Number 5.
Looks like Chief here is gonna overtake Crazy Jaws again.
Gets the move done. So, up ahead, Light Cruiser is, cruising, effectively. Up to almost pretty much 2 seconds ahead of Pretorius. His main rival is 11th place. Way back there. So I don't think he's going to be under any pressure from Toto.
Looks like Crazy Joss is going to make a move on Chief now.
Yes.
Down the inside.
Terrible angle, yeah. Yeah, but NGJ's...
Yeah. I saw your angle on the stream.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest, like.
No.
So NGJ's keeping up here with Show, we just call him Show. He's keeping up a show. And if he gets a good exit out of this final corner, I'm getting past notes here from the Kitsune is passing me secret notes. Ooh.
What is it?
Well, hang on a minute, hang on, because there's action here. I have to call the action first. So it's Chief is going on Grazie Joe. So these two guys are battling each other. Oh, Grazie Joe's right on the back end of him there. We got a car off. It's Vinny's off. Vinny. We've lost Vinny, but we're going to stick with this battle here with Vinny. Grazie Joss. Grazie Joss, of course, I did race him last time out in France. Is a good racer. I like racing Grazie Joss. He's defends well. He makes you work for it. So Chief is not going to have an easy time here. Grazie Joss, if he sees the gap, he will go for it, and he is going to go for it. On the brakes, Chief gives him enough room.
Oh, very close racing there.
Yeah, I'm tempted to switch I'm tempted to switch to NJJ, but this battle is too close for me to switch away from it. Chief is hanging on there, trying to get the points for the Russian time. Oh, he's got a bit of a good gap there, a good run off.
Oh, show me a mistake. And JJ, they just keep switching, going off the track and overtaking each other.
The Chief is into the pits.
Like Corsa and Pretorius as well.
Chief gets himself a 5-second time penalty. Oh, we got another car off. Who is that? Who was that we seen off?
Smeltino. Smeltino is off.
And Vinny gets a 5 seconds. Oh my goodness, it's all kicking off now. We're getting time penalties. Top drivers are spinning. Light Cruiser has come into the pits. He's back out of the pits. Geoff Show is leading the race, and NJJ is still on the back of him. So I need to try and keep over this as best I can. Yes, as Kitsune says in the chat, if you can hear squeaking, like beep 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 beep, it's it's my dog. He's got a ball, and he squeaks it all the time, and he's incredibly annoying.
I thought she wrote there that the dog was squeezing its balls.
Yes, the dog is squishing his ball, but it is not that type of ball.
Okay.
As Showfig comes into the pits. And do I have time to read the little message? And
yeah,
Show also,
yeah.
Would you like to know what the little note says?
Oh yes.
Okay, so because we're waiting for a bit of action here. So there's a lovely tiny, if only you could see it, there's this beautiful little tiny square piece of paper. Lovely lime green, my favourite colour, which is also the colour of my helmet. That would be my racing helmet, before anybody starts giving any kind of innuendos. And she says, there is ... Revels, which is a bag of chocolates. Mint Matchmakers, which is also chocolates. Haribo, kids and grown-ups love it so happy. And then she says, she has a little box beside each of them, and she wrote, tick if you want something. Unfortunately, ma chérie, I do not have, je ne sais pas un stylo, mais je voudrais une tasse de thé avec un paquet de Revels. Sorry for murdering the French there. So, anyway, action, where is the action? Grazie to us. Is where the action is. He can see that beautiful rear end of Mr. Chief.
Half a second ahead of him.
The only time it's here, Popo, I'll tell you something. To see the only time I would see this view, Grazie Joss's view here off the back of Chief, the only time I would see that is whenever I'm lapping him on the karting track.
Oh.
Ooh, shots fired.
Yeah, and JJ making his pit stop here. From the lead, I think.
JJ? Yes. Correct. Yeah, this is pretty...
Chief gonna overtake him.
Oh, good call, good shout, is he? No, he's not. He'll not have the legs on him. Tires, yes, let's see the position sheet. So, look, NJJ is up 6 places. So that's a fantastic result from him. And the biggest losers, of course, is Smeltino in P10. That's a bomb. Vinny. And, well, Vinny not really. He's down, down 3 places. And then Wimpy's also down 8. But I was saying on the stream yesterday, for some reason whenever I'm doing these streams I get hiccups. And I have absolutely no understanding as to why that happens. But it's not looking good for me, Toto. Although, if he can pass his teammate and his friend, yeah, do you know what? That's what he's, yeah.
Yeah, then he's gonna of course start on pole for the next race. Sprint
exactly.
Race.
We've got a yellow in sector 2. Popo, can you see what that is? No.
I think it's Wimpy. Yeah, it's Wimpy.
Oh, Wimps. What's happening to Wimps?
I think he did 360 there.
Oh. He's doing the donuts already. You haven't won yet, Wimps. Leave your donuts to the end. I haven't had a donut in ages. Like a proper, beautiful, juicy donut. Grazie Jaws. Yeah, so he can't catch Chief enough to go for a pass. And at the same time, Chief's not getting away. I suppose as well this DRS is keeping him within touching distance. Molo asks, what does SMH mean? And Niels answers before I even get a chance. Yes, it means shake my head. Yes, Elementrix, a donut and tea sounds good. Now, I agree. Although the question is, Elementrix, would you have a donut with jam in it, or would you just have the...
Looks like Toto. Toto's one.
Toto, what are you doing, Toto?
P11 now.
This is not the composed Toto that we're used to. As I'm getting some supplies dropped beside me here by the lovely kitchen. Go ahead, Toto or Popo.
But yeah, of course we have to remember that Chief had that 5-second time penalty.
Ah, yes. Correct. Which will put him behind Grazie Joss, probably behind Nickelodeus. Yeah, so Chief will drop from P5 to P7, which means he'll be starting second.
Second, yes.
And just whenever Toto was looking to get into P8, he's now well out of it. So this is a major points haul for Light Cruiser in the standings. Of course, there's no Adam here either, so Adam's position in P2 is under threat. And there's no push either. Just noticing.
A lot of good drivers gone.
Yeah. Well, Smeltino's only on three lapped old softs, and NJJ is only 2 lap old softs, so that might play a little bit of a factor closer to the end, although there's not really a big gap really in terms of the tyre life. These Formula 2 cars are quite, sensitive to tyres. As I experienced in France, I went a flat tyre in the last lap. It was the first time I've ever got a puncture in Formula 1. Ever. So, any news, Popo?
I think Chief is pulling a bit away. Just a bit. Last time.
Any news in general, in your general life, that you would like to inform all 10 viewers? 2 of which is us. 1 is Kitty. 1 is Ella.
Yeah, I started to school again.
Ah. I haven't been to school in a long time.
Oh, I can imagine.
What do you mean you can imagine? I'm not that old. I can easily mute you, Popo.
Oh, no.
Chief gets himself 3 seconds.
Oh.
8 seconds. It's not good. That means he's going to drop to P8.
Is he catching NJJ? I'm not sure if he is. But...
Yeah, but Nickelodeus is actually catching. Oh, Nickelodeus there. And Grazie Juice runs off wide, but he's going to have to run on Grazie Juice. He's got a better run. So Grazie Juice is... Yeah, he's going to have to give that move up, but he's not giving it up. Is he going to do it on the inside? No, he plays He keeps plays it smart and hangs back. Although I think Nickelodeon will have the DRS as well, is he? No. Because he just has the DRS, forgive me. Yes.
I think he's too far to make a move.
The kitty says in the chat, tea and Rebels delivered for Mr. Tipsy, cider and Lindt hazelnut chocolate for me. That'll be for her. Sweet. Yes, we end up, we eat so healthy during the week that at the weekend we
Toto
just...
is making
Toto.
donuts again. And
Toto.
Pretorius is fastest lap, so he's catching Light Cruiser. You might see a battle at the end for P1.
So whenever I was talking to Toto before the stream, just checking out how he's feeling for the race, he said that he was feeling, which doesn't make sense to me, treading. He was treading, I don't know. But overall, I don't think he was feeling up to this race regardless, and that's kind of showing.
Oh! Nickelodeon had a moment out of turn 1.
Yeah, Toto was telling me that we'll have to get Jesse on the interview. So Jesse, if you're listening, or if you will be listening, your moment will come. You will be joining us on the interview. The world will hear your voice, so don't be shy and join us. But yeah, Toto was telling me, Toto retires.
Oh man.
Toto has give up. Toto has thrown in the towel. What the hell's going on here? Toto was just killing me.
What?
Toto just killed me there. I don't know what. He tried to do a voice call with me. He just killed the stream temporarily. Good job, Toto. Good job. Toto with the big intellect. Mr. Toto, in case you forget, I am live streaming. What is it Triton always says? We'll speak after. We'll speak after. Yeah, so he was informing me that if Jesse does anything a bit mental, that I have to give him a hard time. But I think the person I'll be giving a hard time is Toto. What's that, 3 donuts he done? I mean...
I think, yeah. With the first one, yeah.
Jesse gets himself a 3-second time penalty. What the fudge? Elementrix says. That's directed towards you, Toto. Oh, what? He's doing it again. Toto! Stop talking to me! Oh my god. Toto, stop messaging me. It's killing the stream. Seriously. Mr. Toto, if you're listening, stop. Oh my god, Toto. Oh my god. Okay, you haven't said it. Stop.
I don't think he is. Listening.
Is this keep saying the same thing? Stop it. Stop that. Stop that.
Stop it.
Keeps killing the stream. What
Jesse
the hell is going on?
Jesse went off. He got a 10-second time penalty, but that was not a fair penalty.
Toto, I keep getting these messages. By the way, nice jinx there, Mr. Bob, and it keeps killing my thing.
OceanChief get overtaken.
We're missing all this because I keep getting messages from Toto. Don't show me anything. A flash with when I see chat. Never. There we go. Go to the stream.
OceanChief goes down the inside again to get his P5 back, but down to P6 now.
So I kept getting the same message there from Toto on Steam, nice jinx. But it seems to just kill the stream every time. So if the screen goes black, that's Toto's fault. But don't worry, Toto. You've got the sprint race up next. So sorry about that.
Jesse having a nice battle. Oh. So live stream is back, I suppose.
Oh yeah, we're back up and running, yeah.
Okay.
I asked Toto to... I don't know whether he was typing it, whether it was a glitch or something, but it was like spamming. It was the same messages and it kind of kept killing my stream, which never happened before. I have that all switched off, but Toto must have extreme secret powers. Kitty says in chat, I just told Toto to be quiet on Discord because I can't actually say what she should say. Yeah. So lap 18, Light Cruiser is pretty much, as I said, cruised to this victory with the pole position in quali. But Jesse's not, yeah.
Yeah, Pretorius have had the pace, I would say. Kept well up with him as NJJ is gone off and Ocean back at in P5.
Keep missing all these.
Seems like the drivers are really struggling on this track.
So Push says in chat that his Wi-Fi is back incoming. I think he means he's coming. So my Wi-Fi is back, I'm coming. So I think we may have Mr. Push for the sprint race. Of course, will be starting last. But he will of course be putting on the push. See what I did there?
Nice.
You see what I did there? Popo.
See what you did?
Did you see what I did there? Yeah.
See
Push.
what?
Push will be on the push.
Oh yeah.
What's this? I'm being offered. So this is highly unprofessional, but I am being offered Haribo laces, and I mean, it is not professional to eat on the stream. I'm really sorry, but Popo, you're gonna have to cover for me.
Pretorius is still catching Light Cruiser. Caught like half a second the last lap. No battles really going on right now at the moment. But as things are standing right now, Chief will be P6 at the end with his penalties. Because NJJ have a 3-second penalty.
That means he'll start, what's that, third? First, second, third? Aye? Third?
Yes. P3.
To Mastery, that would be my kitty. I'm not really a fan of those rainbow spaghetti. They're not that great, but okay. Excuse me. Let's get back to the racing, shall I? And I think I shall run on board with the man that has led all the way from qualifying, Mr. Light Cruiser, as he's coming around the last few corners to effectively to stretch his lead in the standings, as I'm being called a weirdo in chat.
What?
Yes, I'm being called a weirdo in chat. And Light Cruiser takes the win, and Pretorius in a close second. That was actually a lot closer than Light Cruiser would have liked, I'm sure. Just 1.5 seconds behind, but what's going to happen in terms of the penalties further on down? Who is going to get this third place? Has Show get any penalties? Nickelodeon does, so I think Show has secured P3 as he crosses the line with a few lovely weaves there. Yes, P3. Nickelodeon, 5 second unserved time penalty, so he may not get it. Does Nickelodeon have any? No. So Chief is in P5. Does he stay there? No. He drops down to P6. That would have been that 5 second time penalty. Engine J gonna cross the line. He gets 7th. Does he stay there? Yes, he does. And that is our grid. That is the feature race over and done with. And that is our grid. And all things considered for Chief, I think he should be pretty well chuffed with that. P6 on track, well, P5 on track. And really took it to the boys at the very beginning up to P2. So that was a bit of exciting action for from the Mr. Chief.
Yep,
but
that equals his best finish positions with his 2 races in Azerbaijan, where he finished P6 and P6.
Yeah, but of course, he has that because I did finish P4 last time. But the Light Cruiser has got the race win, and also important to mention the fastest lap with a 1:16.5. But Pretorius wasn't that too far away from him with the fastest lap, and even on track. So let's see how this next race goes. Of course, Light Cruiser is going to be starting on 8th, Pretorius 7th, Show in 6th. Nickelodeus in 5th, and Grazie Joe. I completely missed that up. Regardless, it's going to be reversed to top 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mrs. Chief is sleeping. Oh, she's having a lovely little rest. And do you know what? I don't blame her having to live with Chief. I think I would end up sleeping half the time.
Nah, no. Chief was in a lot of good battles.
No, I'm not talking about the racing. I'm just talking about just living with Chief. I mean, do you ever hear Chief commentating like the last time? My goodness.
I didn't hear, no.
That's probably because you fell asleep.
Okay.
I'll leave him alone now. I'll leave my man alone. I'll
probably because I was I met the first Danish Le Mans winner.
Who is that?
John Nielsen.
I don't follow much Le Mans, unfortunately.
Okay, but
I have been there though. But the lights are. Do you want to call this one, Popo?
What?
Okay, doesn't matter. So the lights are out and off they go, and Chief drops down into P2. P3.
Oh. Come on, Chief. Keep that. Nice start by Chief there.
Further on down, NJJ.
Looks like Chief is gonna make a move. Down the
NJJ,
inside,
don't do that! Don't do that!
Wide. Oh.
Yeah, that was really, really tight. That would have been like a Verstappen in Spa on Raikkonen.
When Light Cruiser overtakes Pretorius now. Pretorius got a bad exit out of turn 3. It is.
Toto's got a very good view of this. So Toto's going to really want to maximize the points here, because he needs to recover from the what happened to him last race.
Yep.
But this is a real big tussle for P3 as Show up the inside of NJJ. Oh, they make contact, but they manage to get it, avoid anyone losing it. But that's given him Light Cruiser the run on Show. This is going to be a tricky.
Pretorius very close to Light Cruiser as well. Oh my god, that's so close. Pretorius hits Light Cruiser.
The Show is going to get swamped here shortly. My goodness, I don't know who to run with here, because just look at this car. It's like a train. They're all separated by it. Oh, who's that up the inside? It's Vinny. Vinny must have got missed the braking point. Ran really late on the brakes.
But yeah, there's a big train here in the midfield. Like from P3, everyone is within a second of each other.
Yeah. So I'm running on board with Pretorius to see if I can get a view, but there seems like there's somebody going for a move up ahead. Chief.
Push and win P5.
And NJJ is, look, the Chief's defending the inside line. NJJ, he runs to the outside. Chief will probably run him right out to the line, which you can do. It's not aggressive, but you are allowed to do that. Oh, but NJJ has really suffered there in terms of the traction. Light Cruiser gets the move.
Someone went a bit wide, I think. Didn't see who it was.
Yeah, Pretorius running side by side with NJJ.
Going for the outside there. That's a nice move. Yeah, NJJ got the inside and gets the move. Oh, that Toto comes out of nowhere. Oh my god, 3 wide into turn 1. Looks like Toto's gonna make the move in Pretorius. Oh, there's a bit of wheel banging there. And Vinny now, side by side with Pretorius, the 2 teammates here battling. Toto, the outside of NJJ as Chief gets overtaken by Light Cruiser.
But Toto gets past all those guys. That's a good bit of racing there from
Light Cruiser to P3 now. Not good for Toto and Pretorius.
Yeah, Toto's just going to try and get as much points as he can for this one to try and recover from what happened last time out.
Popo is high, what?
Popo was high. It's probably because you just sound so calm.
Oh yeah, but I've been to school, man. I'm so tired.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I've been at work since 6 a.m. and I'm wrecked. But we still have a race to finish, Popo, so hang on, man. Hang on. So these gaps are starting to just kind of stretch out now a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, but Vinny's going for the move on NJJ.
Oh, OceanChief hit Joss on the rear. Lost car now. Show. We're calling him.
Yeah, show, yeah.
He's on the outside. Show. OceanChief as late on the brakes as he can. Looks like he's gonna keep his P5 here as NJJ retires. Didn't see what happened there.
Yeah, I seen the run up to that. It was Vinny went down the inside and kind of ran a bit too deep. NJJ was forced off the track and then trying to recover. He seemed to be struggling trying to recover from that. So
Pretorius lost it on the curb.
Oh, and he retires.
Completely off, yeah. Oh no. It's not gonna help him in the standings as...
Yeah, but Show is right on
that.
that.
GSA are fighting in the last corner. Oh my god, great battle there.
Yeah.
And now Toto is in the battle for P4 it is. Toto's looking to the inside of Show.
Ooh! You nearly lost it on the power there.
But I think Smeltino, I can see that he hasn't won a race here in the F2 League yet. So, I think he will be very happy with that.
Light Cruiser is now mounting an assault on P2 here on Nickelodeus.
Oh, just...
Yeah, I believe Nickelodeus was away for a while. I think he might have been hurt or something. He suffered some sort of injury, I believe.
And Cruiser goes to the inside there. He gets the move done there.
Yeah.
The OceanChief is right behind Just now. Those two have been battling all the races.
Yeah, they've been battling last race and now continuing on with their battle. Chief will have the DRS.
Yeah, I was close to say they were battling not yesterday, but yeah, last race.
Gotty just moving over to squeeze him and they make contact.
He's gonna do the Verstappen, just leave him no space there. Of course, that's fair enough.
Yes.
He's got the inside and was ahead. Late on the brakes from Ocean.
Oh, what happened there further back? Was that with push?
It's
no,
Toto
it
going
Vinny,
slow.
sorry.
Toto lost some time there.
Oh, we've got Wimpy's on the back here of Jesse. Oh, but up ahead I see Chief. He's going to get the DRS when Grazie Just. So we'll stick with this one. Okay, so he'll not get it here, but he'll try and get a good run. Try and cruise round this corner and get a good nice on the power. Oh, brilliant bit of acceleration from Chief, and that's going to be a thank you very much move there. Nothing Grazie Just could have done about that.
But I think Just is maybe gonna come back here on the next straight. He's got the DRS and slipstream. Looks like he's too far away.
Yeah, he's going to have to lunge here if he's going to do anything, and that would be a bit risky.
As Wimpy is about to make a move.
Oh, and he hits the back of Chief, but not too much. Wimpy, yeah.
Oh, Jesse!
Jesse!
Push.
I just got the tail end of that. So Wimpy is in the points. Elementrix will be happy to see her man in the points in P10.
Oh, it's only top 8 who will get points in
is
the
it?
sprint race.
Okay.
Sorry.
Elementrix. You will not be happy to know that your man is not getting any points.
Okay, there's a big battle here for P4.
P4, yeah, that's what I'm running on board with Vinny.
Yeah,
Vinny is
Toto
one
really
man.
wants that.
Yeah, Vinny is one man to watch because he is not afraid to send it. As we were just about to say. And does he get the move done? He does. He gets this, or does he? No. But he's still got the inside line. He's going to send it again.
Not late enough.
Show locks up and he almost loses it. That's going to give the advantage to Vinny.
The little drift there. Shows on the inside.
This is a great battle for P6.
Yeah. Toto just have to watch it from behind.
So I'm expecting something to happen in this next lap because these guys are really close.
Swimpy's overtaking Pushing. One more position, then Wimpy will be in the points.
So all these guys have got the DRS, so they're kind of neutralizing each other. But up ahead of their Toto, I can see Show is having a look at Grazie Joss. Oh, Vinny has to get out of the brakes as well. He's very late in the brakes again, and he just loses out that.
Toto.
He loses out that position to Toto.
Toto says thank you and goes down the inside there.
Chief is hanging on. Oh, Show nearly. That's
completely missed his braking point.
Yeah, it's the second time I've seen him do that now. He seems to be struggling in that corner. Chief is doing everything he can, all his might to hold on to P4, but as soon as I say that, he runs a little bit wide and he's going to put himself under pressure now. Grazie Joss. He's going to, effectively, I think Grazie Joss is kind of saving Chief here a little bit from these guys further back. Elementrix says in the chat that it looks like Push is lagging a bit. Grazie Joss runs a wide. Show is going to get a really great run on him, and he's got the DRS as well. And that is a straightforward pass done.
I think Toto's going to get them.
Toto's going to go for it as well.
Down the inside, bit of wheel banging, and just goes.
Oh, we got 3
wide.
wide.
And now Vinny is going to get both of them. Oh, they hit again this straight. Toto's going to be late on the brakes here.
Wow, this is great racing.
Yeah.
Let's say this is great racing. This is a great battle for P4. Like Chief must be like over the moon to watch all these guys behind him fighting like this, because it's although he's not getting away from this battle, they're all kind of neutralizing each other by swapping positions, and all Chief has to do is just focus on his race.
Yep. He has been doing very well, consistent so far. Looks like Light Cruiser got 1 penalty, while meanwhile his teammate doesn't have a single warning.
So I'm just checking the chat. Victorious is saying that he got hit 3 times by 3 different people. Not nice at all. Probably explains why we have lost him. But Vinny is now looking for the mega move on Show. Is he going to leave it too late as well on the brakes? No, he is going to go for the cutback. He's a little bit too close.
Oh, Toto's very close. Toto just touch Vinny on the rear, giving him a bad exit out of turn 3.
Joe taking defending the inside line, forcing Vin to go around the long way, but Vin doesn't. He anticipates him Joe locking up as he always does those last 3 corners, and Vin a good bit of racing awareness there.
Oh,
he got hit from the hang. Yeah, I heard that.
No.
It sounded like oh my goodness, and he just completely taken. He just got from my screen there watching the show. He just got completely sideswiped. Of course, I'm not sure that is what happened, but it looked like it on the stream.
But now, Wimpy is in the points.
Wimpy is in the points. Elementrix will be delighted to hear. Toto's not finished though. He is now wants that P6. Jesse gets himself a 3-second time penalty.
Yes, Vinny is P5.
Now Toto's got a good run here on Grazie Joss. He got a nice exit, and he's got the DRS. Grazie Joss is of course defending the inside line. How is this all going to play out? Yeah. Oh, Grazie Joss sends it up the inside. He will have DRS. Yes. So is he going to send it? Willie Toto's moving over to defend the inside line. Oh, and he moves back again. Opens the door for Grazie Joss. Price Toto did that. But he runs a little bit deep, and then Toto gets the cut back in. So a nice bit of driving, nice bit of racing. That's one thing I definitely will say about Formula 2. You do see a great bit of, wheel-to-wheel action, because the guys kind of even on a lot of places, on a lot of corners, a lot of tracks.
Yeah, but now there's a battle now for the lead. Light Cruiser is 5/10 from his teammate, Smeltino.
And pretty much 2 laps to go. Game on.
And Light Cruiser got 1 penalty of 3 seconds, so he still needs to make a gap to his teammate if he managed to overtake him.
Yeah, so they're saying on the chat, I think Toto has some damage.
Yeah, he got damage from T-boning Show. What was it we call him? Show. When Toto lost it, as Crazy Joss is gonna go on the outside of Toto.
Yeah, but Toto's not giving it up. He's gonna have the DRS. Crazy Joss moves way across.
Ocean lost his position to Vinny. Come on, Chief. Hang in there.
Yeah, so Toto's not giving this up, even though he is suffering from a bit of damage.
Oh, lock up
Just
there.
about misses Grazie Joss, yeah.
Let's see if the one and only Chief can fight back at Vinny on the last lap.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of things to watch here on this final lap. Is Light Cruiser going to get Smeltino on the last lap? Is Chief going to get P4 and equal the best performance from a Russian team car? Oh, but Toto is going for it. Grazie Joss gets the run. Oh, it looks like he gets contact again. Yeah, I'm not sure Toto's going to be able to get that P6 off him, off Grazie Joss. Although he's certainly going to try. Yeah, that's pretty much the last hope he had. Oh, he loses it in the wheel spin, so I'm going to switch over to Light Cruiser. And I think that is pretty much game, set, and match for Smeltino. Yes, Smeltino comes across the line for his maiden win in Formula 2.
Congrats to him.
Congrats to him, and congrats to Light Cruiser as well. He started, what, 8th? Up to second.
Very close to his teammate, only 4 tenths separating them on the track.
And does Chief get...
Chief.
He gets his P5.
Best finish position for him in the F2.
Yes, that's the highest position for
Wimpy
Chief.
Gets P7.
Go on, Wimpy. So the Chief and Wimps 5th and 6th. An excellent result from the Russian team. Well done, Chief. Well done, everyone. So maximum points for the what is it, MP Motorsport? Look at them celebrating there. Great bunch of lads. So, our results. Smaltino takes his first victory in Formula 2, with Light Cruiser taking the second place and another fastest lap. So, my goodness, this has been quite a points haul for Light Cruiser. Nickelodeus back from, I think he was injured. I think he was suffering from some real life injury, and he's back and sticks it into P3, up 5 positions. Vinny got a good recovery there, up 9. He started 9th, sorry, up to P4. And Chief, although he started 3rd, dropped down to 5th. I think he should be pretty satisfied with his performance today, as will Wimpy as well. The big loser really is Toto. The first race not scoring any points at all, and then P8 just scoring a single 1 point. That puts him on 71 points. So that will put him in P2 now in the standings by 1 point. But Light Cruiser has stretched that lead significantly up at the front. So I'll just close that there, and we'll see about getting some interviews, Popo.
Yes.
So, who would you like? Who do you think would be contenders for the driver of the day?
Chief, indeed, 100%.
Well, I'm glad you said
Also,
that. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
And
because
also, Light Cruiser did very well as well.
yes,
Yeah.
well, you see, I was going to say Chief and Light Cruiser as well, but I didn't want to say Chief because I don't want people thinking I'm biased. But again, it's easy to give it to Light Cruiser, and I'm going to mention it to him. I mentioned it on stream. Phenomenal performance once again by Mr. Light Cruiser. Starting on pole, leading the race, winning the race, although just ahead of Pretorius. Pretorius was closing in on him. And I think if there was a few more laps, I think maybe Pretorius could have maybe stole that victory away from him. But regardless, he got pole and finished in P1. Then in the second sprint race, he started P8 and got himself all the way up to P2. So, I mean, I think that has to be mentioned. A phenomenal performance by Mr. Light Cruiser, whom pretty much would get driver of the day most days because his performances have been absolute stellar and very consistent. I mean, just the standings show you how many races he's won. I think I might be able to get them on screen for you. Yeah, look at that. He's got a first in Bahrain, a first in Baku, a second and first in Spain, first in Monaco, a second and first in France, and now a first and second in Austria. I mean, that speaks volumes for itself. But as Popo said,
Yes.
I think I would like to donate the driver of the day to Mr. Chief.
Yeah. He did very, very well. Probably his best weekend in the F2.
So I want to get Chief in. I'm going to say, Chief, we want
also,
you.
Also, Nicolaitis wants to interview.
Alrighty then. So who are we?
Yes,
Well,
and,
Nickelodeus is here now, so we're going to take him in. Let's bring him in.
Yep.
And there he is, Mr. Nickelodeus.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. P3 man after a break.
Wait a minute, wait, please. I can hear you. Man. Oh.
Hello, can you hear us, Nickelodeus?
Hello.
Wait a second, I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Okay, well, while
Wait, can I start? Wait a minute.
So that was Nickelodeus, everyone. Chief, if you're listening, I would like to have an interview with you, Mr. Man. So,
Yes.
please join the... and there's Nickelodeus. He's back. Well, so there's Chief. We'll take Chief now. Mr. Chief, can you hear us? Earth to Chief.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Chief. You are our driver of the day.
Yes.
I think that is your first driver of the day ever.
All right, I'm retiring. Thanks. That's want to dedicate this one to my mom, Wimpy's mom. Everybody's mom.
We think you deserved it because just your performance over the 2 races was you were racing, as we say, out of your skin, because it's not normal to see you that far up in the standings. Let's face it.
Let me tell you the truth behind that, right?
Go ahead.
I woke up. I came home from work at 3, about 2:30. I went, I'll have a wee nap. I woke up an hour later and I went, it's 5 o'clock. There's an hour to the race. Had a cup of tea, jumped on F1 at 5:30, did I think 7 laps, and went, I'm terrible at this. And then that was it. That was my practice. I haven't done any previous practice at this track in F2, but I do like the track in the F1 series, and I think that's what kind of kept me going. I just the only problem I was having was every time I hit that hairpin, turn free hairpin, I just kept finding neutral for some reason. I just couldn't hear my engine sounds.
Yeah.
They weren't turned up loud enough, so I just kept going down to neutral. And you know where you've got that opposite lock on in the cockpit view, that blocks the the display, so you can't see what gear you're in. So yeah, it was a bit of a old man driving there. It's stupid. That's how Vinny got me at the end. I just went totally into neutral and just hit code brown moment. But yeah, I was pretty happy with how that went. I mean, I was pretty high up after the first lap in the first race, and I was kind of like going, "Oh my god, look how, look, mommy, no hands." but then reality sunk back in, and I went, I think I went off track as well. So I was just using the rest of the race because it's kind of a different mindset when you're doing these F2 races, because you got that feature race and then you get the sprint race. So if you're in that race and it's not going too well, or like me, I was doing well and then it kind of messed it up, I just used the last laps as a way to just test different corners out and just try and get more comfortable with the track. So whenever I went into the sprint race, then I was a bit more confident, and especially the braking points in this the circuit, and trying to get good acceleration out of some corners is key to getting a good lap time.
But your start in the feature race was very noticeable. I mean, you went from, I don't know where you were up to P2, and you held on to it for quite a while.
Yeah, I totally surprised myself. But I mean, with this here F2 series, like F1, I always get bad start. I'm notorious for getting bad starts in F1, but F2, I just literally just plant the throttle and then just hit the clutch whenever the lights go, and that's pretty much it. I tend to get really good starts, so I don't know what everybody else is doing, if they're kind of feathering the throttle a bit more and just bogging down. But yeah, there's a tip for you from the old man himself.
Well, I mean, let's face it, I don't need the tips, considering that you are secured the second highest place that Russian team has secured all season.
Yeah, boy.
Second highest place.
Yeah. Yeah, we're hoping, maybe to get me and Wimpy were super surprised that we got, what was it, fourth and fifth?
Yeah, 4th and 5th in quali, and in the sprint race there, you finished, 5th and 7th. Yeah,
so we were kind of surprised ourselves, but there wasn't many people turned out. But there is some really fast drivers on there, like Vinny and, well, a lot of the guys. But I had a really good battle with Grassy Joss. I mean, there was a wee bit of contact and stuff, but it was nothing too major. And it was very enjoyable battling with him.
Yeah, I was saying on the stream that I battled him whenever I was racing last week in France, and it's good. I did enjoy racing Grassy Joss because he was firm, but I found pretty fair, and I knew that you weren't going to have it that easy, defending or attacking with him. But overall, we both agree that although it was easy to give it to Light Cruiser, like we could give it to him in any race because he's always got these fantastic performances. But we just thought that because you performed, out of your skin today, I think you earned the driver of the day.
Yeah, I kind of like that as well. That happens in the real F1 world where they don't tend to go with like Lewis Hamilton who won pole fastest lap and won the race, whatever. They tend to go for one of the underdogs who perform really well. So yeah, I mean, grazie or grazie. It's like I'm honored. This is my first driver of the day. I've been kind of close a few other times and just missed out on it, but yeah, I'll take it, and I'll put it in my cabinet. I have a huge cabinet here, but it's
Empty.
it's very empty and very dusty. Yeah, so this is gonna look good. But I'm gonna get greedy for some more now. So I'll be try hard.
You've as we say, you've been blooded now. You've got the taste for it.
Yeah, the bar's been raised, so I best go and grind. Then I best go and grind.
Well, thanks, Chief, for joining us. I'm gonna bring Nickelodeon in because he had a bit of issues there the last time, but hopefully we can get to hear him this time around.
Yep.
Thanks, Chief.
Lads. All the best. Bye bye.
Bye.
Nickelodeon is here.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. So,
yes, thank you.
So,
Peace. Do you wanna hang it? Handle this one, Popo, and I'll try and get the standings up.
I can. So P4 and P3. You happy with that?
Yeah, I'm so happy. Look, I didn't have the maximum pace I could have because I haven't raced for like 1 to 2 weeks. And it's hard for me to recover, and I'm still not fully recovered, but I wanted to race. But yeah, I'm extremely happy about that. Even in that P3, that diving to turn one, I was like, no, I crashed now. But yeah, I'm extremely happy about my results, and yeah, good points for the team.
Yeah, it was I would say it was a good performance with podium. And was this your first F2 race? I'm not sure. Was it? Oh no, it wasn't. Oh yeah, you did the first races. Okay.
Yeah, it was the first race I raced last time.
Okay.
So, have you any more questions, Popo?
Any more questions? I don't really have anything else to say. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Apart from congrats with the podium.
Thank you.
Yeah, Nick. I was saying on the stream that I think I read somewhere on the Discord that you were suffering from some sort of injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was why you were out of action, but to come back after your injury and get a P3, I think you should be very happy with your performance.
Yeah, of course I am. I mean, it's the maximum I can achieve right now, and I hope I can get better results in the future. But I mean, MP are way faster than me. I mean, Light Cruiser was hell of a fast. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah. Well, Light Cruiser's been pretty much dominating Formula 2 recently, and then Popo had a bit of bad luck today, but he's another top driver. Then they've got Pretorius and Vinny, and then Adam as well. So there's a lot of fast boys on it. So just all you can do, man. All you can do, Nick, is just keep practicing, and hopefully we'll see you on the podium again next week.
Yeah, I hope so. I'll do my best.
All right, Nick. Well, thanks for joining us on the commentator booth. I'm going to move you out and bring in Push. Thanks very much, Nick.
Yeah, thank you very much, also.
So, Tipsy, did you just say Popo had bad luck, or did you mean Toto?
I said Toto.
Oh, okay. I heard it as you said.
Stop
Popo.
being so paranoid, Popo. Toto, Popo. Toto,
yeah,
Popo.
hello, Push. Yeah.
Hello, Push. Push cannot hear us.
Hello?
Hello, Push.
I think if Push. We scream very loud, he can hear.
Okay. Push! Hey! Hey! Yo! No. Push is gone. So this was your moment to shine, Push. This was your moment. This was your moment to absolute shine, to tell everyone how your race went. How your race went. This was your moment. And you're not going to speak. To be fair to him on the Discord, it looks like his little icon is lighting up, but there's no voices.
Yep, it's because it sounds like a bit of wind, like or something.
So with that said, I'm gonna move out. Push.
How about Jesse?
Yes. So yeah, we're waiting on Jesse. So I was told that Jesse wants an interview today because he gets so upset that he never gets brought in, and so we are now staying on live air. We are staying on air, waiting for Jesse. So Jesse, where are you? We're here. We are waiting. The public are wait. Oh, excuse me. The public are waiting, but they're not going to wait all day. So where are you, Jesse? I don't think we're going to get Jesse.
I don't think.
Oh well, oh, Push is back.
Hello.
There is Push.
Hello.
Welcome back, Push. Oh.
Hey. Hello.
So man, want to tell us how your race went?
I think he had some connection.
You're all lagging a bit. I can't really hear you properly.
Oh.
Maybe do you want to ask the questions, Popo?
So you had some connection issues at the start, or something, right?
You know?
You had some connection issues at the start.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So I had a bit of connection problems. It didn't go that great, to be honest.
Yeah, we're not really picking up what you're saying, Push. Yes. I think there must be some sort of lag or something, because it's not coming across on the stream. I think there must be some sort of lag or something across on the stream. Yeah, we're hearing ourselves back there, so
yeah.
I'll move Push back to Gentleman's Line to see if we can get that fixed with Chief. Meanwhile, we're still waiting on Jesse. Jesse! Hang on, I'll try and call him. Jesse, we are waiting. Huh? So we'll just give him a few moments, and if we can't get Jesse on the stream, then I think we may have to call it a day. So how did you think that race went, Popo? How did you enjoy it, or what?
Yeah, I think it went pretty well. Some exciting battles there in the midfield, and also in the top. There was some strategies that played in. Yes, Maltino won from pole in the sprint race.
Well, I don't think there's anybody else wants any more interviews, and I think we might as well just wrap it up more or less, Popo.
Oh, Jesse is in the chat. Let's get him in.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Jesse.
Hello.
Hello.
You are a difficult man to get to locate. So Toto says that you're very disappointed that you never get interviewed.
Oh, wow.
And he says that I have to bring you in to interview. He also says that I have to give you a hard time.
Oh, no, help me.
But I won't give you a hard time, Jesse, because I think the person who is deserving of a hard time is Popo.
Oh.
Popo.
Toto, sorry.
Now you said it.
Why, just Popo, one of you guys is going to have to change your name. But I will start off by asking Jesse, how did your race go, Jesse?
Not really as planned. I didn't have lots of time to prepare because of school and homework, so didn't really do any practice whatsoever.
Well, it must feel good though beating Toto.
Certainly. Technically, I would have had 2 points if I didn't have a unfair penalty in the feature race.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, that will get taken off. So. It's the first time beating Toto, I guess.
It's the first time what? Sorry?
Beating Toto.
Oh, Toto. I'm sure it's not the last time, Jesse. I'm sure you'll beat him again.
Yeah. Somewhere in the future.
But what was I think wasn't there an issue where at the very beginning of the feature race? I think you might have locked up and ran wide.
Turn 2 or 3, whatever you call it. I missed my braking point and went straight on. Luckily, I was able to avoid the other cars.
And I have another question for you. I believe that you're stepping down from Tier 1. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Would you care to inform us why? Why you're stepping down from Tier 1?
I don't really enjoy driving without the racing line, really. I just do it for fun, and I don't really want to take it that seriously.
Well, then the next question I can ask you is, do you have any interest in driving in Tier 2?
Well...
Because you are allowed to use your assists.
Like I said earlier on, school is really busy right now.
Yeah. Well, I believe if you do wish to race in Tier 2, I'm sure that there will be a place, or there is a place there somewhere, I believe. And of course, as you know, you can use your racing line in Tier 2. So if that's something that does interest you, send a wee message to Chief. I'm not sure what is it. It's what time of the race is held at 7 for me. 7 o'clock.
8.
Yeah, 8. Yeah. So Chief just wanted to ask me about that if you were interested in Tier 2. So if you are, Jesse, just send a message over to Chief, and he can try and get you sorted out.
Yeah. I will see how that will work out with school. That's the main thing right now.
Okay. Well, I want to see if I can get Toto on as well. But because I think it's only fair that Jesse has joined us, so Toto has to join us. Can we get? If someone can message Toto?
I will.
Yes. Get him on, Jesse, and then we can give him a hard time.
Let's see.
Yeah. Anything else?
He is in the gentleman's lounge right now.
There he is. Okay, here goes. Let's bring in Toto. Toto, unmute your microphone. Toto, unmute the microphone. You're not getting away with this one. There he is.
Yeah, I'm here.
Toto,
Yes?
would you like to congratulate Jesse on his fantastic performance?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, you have an opportunity to do it now live to the world.
Congrats, Jesse, on beating me for the first time.
Thank you.
You didn't have to say it for the first time. You didn't have to say it was that low.
I did. I like to mock him a lot. He doesn't mind, so it's okay.
What happened, Toto? What happened to you?
A lot of shit.
Hey.
Please don't slap me, please. I invalidated my lap in quali, and then I fucked it up in turn 1 in the feature race, and then I got 1 point in the sprint race because there was a DRS train and I couldn't overtake. So, great.
But the only good news, if there's any good news, Toto, is that you're now P2 in the standings by 1 point.
That's true. But the bad news is that I really needed those points if I wanted to win the Drivers' Championship, and that's probably a little bit further away now. So.
Yeah, I mean, you had a great chance of challenging Light Cruiser for that title, because you showed us last week was it France?
Yeah.
You're equal on pace, maybe quicker in some races and some tracks, but it is, of course, as you were telling me off air, that it's your birthday next week.
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious how far I can go. Depends when people will be there. So maybe I can do 1 race and then just leave or something. But if I leave halfway, you know why.
Okay. Well,
it's because of the party. So.
If I don't get the opportunity, and if I forget, because let's face it, I probably will forget, I will wish you a happy birthday now. So happy birthday, Toto.
Thank you. Bit early, but I'll take it.
Well,
that's probably the best one, to be honest.
Of course. But I think we should pretty much end the stream now. We're up to an hour and a half. And I just want to thank Jesse for joining us on the stream, because
You're welcome.
Toto says that you are Mr. Shy Boy.
Very true.
So you have nothing to be shy about. Jesse, you are welcome anytime to join us on the commentary booth.
Okay, well, have a nice evening then. I need to go now. So.
Okay, Toto, thanks for joining us. And thanks, Jesse, for also joining us on the commentators booth.
Yeah, no problem.
And all that leaves us to do, Popo, is to sign off. Is there anything
Yes.
anything else you would like to say?
I have nothing to say.
A man of few words, Mr. Popo. Well, that's it, people. Join us again next week for the Formula 2 race, of which I don't know what track it is because I'm unprofessional. But tomorrow is Tier 1 SLR, and then on Sunday it is 2 SRL. So tune in the weekend for more racing. Thank you. Bye.